everybody, welcome back to the kitchen. We're in the staff lounge at the Public Library of Mount Vernon in Knox County. Today we're going to be making some pesto, a simple little side dish or sauce that goes with so many things. You could put it on your pasta, you could put it in a sandwich, you can put it as a dipping sauce for your bread, so many things. It's really a versatile thing. And you only need a few basic ingredients. You need your basil. Some people use pine nuts. I find it a little expensive. I like to use walnuts. I've toasted these in the pan last night just to get them a little bit more intense flavor. We've got some Parmesan cheese, freshly grated. You can use Asiago if you like, whatever cheese you're like in that kind of a family, the Parmesan or Asiago family. We've got some fresh garlic. We've got some olive oil. And we've also got some salt. We're going to be using the salt only after everything is mixed, because sometimes the salt in the Parmesan cheese is just enough. You wouldn't have to use any more. So let's get started. It's real simple and it's a real easy recipe. A quick tip that I have to keep your basil fresh and green, that nice green color, is before you put it into your pesto mixture, is to blanch it really quickly in a pot of boiling water in a steamer for maybe 10 or 15 seconds, no more than that. Take it out, put it in a bowl of ice water, and then take that out and put it in a colander. Let it drain just a little bit before you add it to your pesto, and that way it'll stay that nice vibrant green color that pesto is known for. Just a couple of fun facts about basil. Basil's in the mint family, and it's often associated with it being part of the Mediterranean diet, specifically in Italy. However, from what I've read, it is actually originated in India and was brought to the Mediterranean area through the spice routes. You're going to use your basil. I've washed this and dried it. Oop, and there it all goes. So we're just going to stuff that right into our blender. You can use a blender, you can use a food processor, whichever works for you. And we'll just get these. We're going to add our nuts right to the basil mixture. Or the basil, we haven't even mixed it yet. We're going to add it right to the basil. A fresh Parmesan. And one of the tricks that I like to use to make quick cleanup is you put a piece of wax paper. I just tore off some wax paper, put it down, put my grater right on the table. I'll grate my cheese right on the wax paper. I'll put that aside. That goes right in my bowl. Cleanup's quick and easy. So we'll put our Parmesan cheese right into our basil and walnuts. We'll add a couple of cloves of garlic, however much you like. If you like it a little bit more garlicky, go ahead absolutely and add more to whatever your taste is. Then also, last time we met, I made some pico de gallo, and I told you a little secret about how I store my garlic in the olive oil. Well, I'm going to use that olive oil that's already in the garlic flavor, so that's going to be some really great flavor right in there. I'll add just a little bit for right now. We might need to add some more. I'm going to give just a couple shakes of salt just to adjust afterwards. We'll adjust afterwards the taste of it. So I'm going to turn this on. It's going to be a little loud just for a minute. I'm going to turn it off at this point and just scrape down the sides, just to make sure that everything is going to get well mixed in our blender here. And again, you can use the blender or you can use the food processor, whichever works well for you. And I know at this point I'm going to have to add some more olive oil because it's a little dry. So I'm going to go ahead and use my bottle of olive oil. While it's running on low, I'm just going to drizzle it right in. Again, I'm going to stop and scrape down the sides just to make sure everything gets well combined. And I can see I'm still going to need to add olive oil. Now at this point too, some people like it a little bit more of a chunky consistency. Some people like a little bit more smooth. Depending on what your preference is, add that much olive oil. So I'm going to go ahead and start it again, and we're going to keep adding the olive oil. And for me, that's probably going to do it right there. Now this smells amazing, really fresh. You can smell the garlic and the basil just working together. It smells really good. So at this point, I'm going to give a little taste. I'm going to try not to cut myself. I'm going to give a little taste. And that's pretty good. I don't think I need any more salt at all. So, again, let's just go over some of the things that you can use your pesto for. Of course, mix it in pasta. I like to call that green spaghetti. That's one of our favorite ways to have it. You can use it as a dip. Put it in sour cream or Greek yogurt. Use it for your veggies. Very good. Put it on your pizza instead of your pizza sauce. Put it as a pesto sauce and some cheese. Perfect. In your spaghetti sauce, put some pesto. It has a depth of flavor that just pops right out. You can use it again, like I said, a dipping sauce for your bread. Take some of your pesto, add a little bit more olive oil to it, and it's a great dip for your bread. Use it as a spread on your sandwich. Some chicken, some provolone cheese, put that in the toaster oven. Really good. Put it in soup for a flavoring. So many different ways. To store this, if you're making bulk, you can store this in ice cubes, ice cube trays, and once they're frozen, put them in a freezer bag, and when you need pesto flavor, take a couple cubes of that out, plug it in your spaghetti sauce or whatever you're going to be using. It's delicious, and it will freeze for a few months. So that's our pesto sauce recipe. We're so glad that you came and connected with us. But if you want to keep in touch with us, you can look at social media on Google, Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. You can also subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. You can check us out on our website, www.knox.net, for more events and videos. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.